Fantastic. So I got. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about tonight? Because I got some stuff I wanted to talk about.
Please.
All right. Well, here
No,
we
I was just
go.
gonna make shit up.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Three, two, one. Well, you know what that music means. It means it is time for the OpenMicersPodcast. My name is Jason Robbins.
I'm Jacob Craig.
So
I'm eating some McDonald's right now, not a sponsor.
it should be a sponsor of the show. Somebody get a hold of McDonald's and tell them to support the show.
Yeah, dude.
Get our intern on that.
Or he's fired.
Oh, you're
What?
frozen. Oh, there we go. You're back now.
I'm back.
Yeah. So what'd you get? What's your go-to at McDonald's?
Oh, dude. So, do you remember a few years ago when they had like the artisan menu?
The artisan menu. No.
Yeah, dude. They had like all these good ass like chicken sandwiches and like artisan crafted burgers and all this shit. That
Sounds
was actually
good.
what I Yeah, dude, when I worked at McDonald's, that's what we had. They had. So this was like 2018. They had this, and I always got the I think it was like a sweet and spicy, like bacon, chicken, something or other. I always got that, and then they discontinued it like 6 months into me getting that at least once a week.
Yeah.
So now the only thing I like at McDonald's is chicken nuggets.
That's not bad. Chicken nuggets are all right. I prefer Burger King nuggets to McDonald's.
So are you a fucking psychopath or what?
No, not really. Not that I know of. I mean, if I'm gonna go for chicken, I'm going for Popeyes anyway. So
Right. But I mean, when it comes to nuggets, though, honestly, Wendy's, I feel like, has the best.
I'm not a big fan of Wendy's. I like their breakfast. Wendy's has good breakfast.
Wendy's has good everything, dude. What are you talking about?
I've
Do you
gotten
not know how to do fast food,
I
bro?
got food poisoning like 3 times from 3 different Wendy's.
Okay, well, that's just lightning in a bottle, I
Yeah,
think.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But it's honestly not hard to get food poisoning from any restaurant.
Yeah. Well, But I got something I wanted to bring to the table tonight because something weird has been happening to me the last
Okay.
couple of weeks. As you know, I live in a neighborhood in Ocean Springs. That there's a lot of people here. It's just the Fort Bayou Estates neighborhood, and it butts up against where my apartment complex is. It butts up right against the Fort Bayou, which then we have a marina here, and you can get on a boat and you can go through Fort Bayou out to North Bay, which then leads out to the Gulf. So there's a lot of swampland and bayou here. And the last couple of weeks, I've been I go outside at night before I go to bed, or sometimes I'll just go sit outside for a little bit, and I've been hearing strange sounds at night. And I was kind of reticent to bring this up because I know everybody's going to be like, aren't you deaf? Like, yes, technically I'm deaf in one ear, but I can still hear pretty good out of the other one. So I know I'm hearing this shit. And it sounds like a man yelling, like off in the distance. Like just
Okay.
straight up, like some dude just like, ah! Ah! And it goes on for like a couple of minutes at a time. So I know I'm hearing it. And I brought it up to Angelina last night. She's freaked out about it. And I actually called the Ocean Springs Police Department today just out of curiosity. And I was talking to the lady, and I was like, hey, have you guys gotten any kind of reports of someone yelling in the Fort Bayou Estates area? And she said, no. I told her everything. I was like, I know I'm hearing this shit. I know I'm not crazy. I go out at night sometimes, to have a smoke late at night or whatever. And it's quiet. It's very quiet. late at night. So, and you can hear everything going on. And it gets very quiet. So I hear this person yelling. I know I'm not crazy. And she says, well, the next time it happens, just call and we'll send out a police officer to take a listen and see if you're actually hearing what you're hearing. And so I was trying to rack my brain to think what it could possibly be. So I was thinking maybe we could do a little internet sleuthing here tonight.
Okay. I think I know exactly what it is. And I think it's a callback to something that we've talked about several times on the show.
Okay.
You live very close to the homeless village that's in the woods, Jason.
That's possible. I didn't even think about that.
They're having a grand old time back there.
Yeah, but it sounds like somebody's being murdered. It's just like, ah! Like, why would he just, someone is doing like primal scream therapy out in the woods.
Well, it could, I mean, there's a lot of schizophrenia, in those types of places across the Ditch River.
And I cannot believe that I'm the only person that's hearing this, because I'm in a neighborhood with literally hundreds of houses and thousands of residents, and even my apartment complex. I mean, there's dozens of people that live in this apartment complex. I can't be the only person that's heard this late at night.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of animal whose like mating call sounds just like a dude screaming.
Well, I looked it up, and I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the things that actually came up on my Google search is hold on, let me bring it up again. And this is actually from nationalgeographic.com. The red fox, the vulpes has a call like Jack the Ripper is roaming the streets. The screams of this wild city dweller can seem disturbingly human. Occasionally, someone thinks they are the sounds made by someone in distress or being attacked, and the police are called.
Okay, so I mean, case closed. It's Red Fox. Rest in peace.
But still, like, what if it's something else? What if it's like the Baba Yaga or Bigfoot? We do have cryptids here in Mississippi, and people have claimed to have seen Bigfoot. What if I'm hearing Bigfoot out in the woods, like they're like fighting one another, like like Pon farr style?
Do you think that Bigfoot would sound like that though?
I don't know. People say Bigfoot like screams and sounds like blood curdling screams.
I don't know. I mean, it could be maybe someone in your apartment complex is kind of pulling like a Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like it's anywhere close. It sounds like it's way off in the distance.
Yeah, because their mouths are gagged, Jason. They're screaming for their lives through a gag, and it's actually just your next door neighbor murdering somebody.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're complicit, Jason, by not writing out the Jeffrey Dahmer that lives next door to you.
No, seriously, like it sounds like it's way off, like in the bayou area, like way off in the distance.
Yeah, dude, it's probably a swamp monster.
Well, that's what I was thinking. And I looked it up, and I found a Reddit thread for cryptids in Mississippi. And someone called Luigi49532 says, I've lived here in Woolmarket, Mississippi all my life, and have seen both Bigfoots and werewolves on occasion in the forests around here, usually in or around DeSoto National Forest. More often than anything else, I thought I have seen shadow people and ghosts. The coast seems to be jam-packed with them because of the hurricanes, pirate graveyards, voodoo heritage, and other such things. Quite a few UFOs as well if you watch the skies long enough, especially over the Gulf.
Pirate graveyard? You mean the ocean?
I guess so.
Because that's where pirates die.
I didn't know we had pirate graveyards, but if we do, I want to go to one.
I mean, I think that's just further proof that like everyone who lives in Woolmarket smokes meth. Like, that's when that guy see it. He's like, shadow people. Those are the people that you owe money to, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You're on that crystal blue, baby.
And there is a lot of supernatural stuff that happens here on the coast. Like me and you both live within 15 minutes of the site where the Pascagoula abduction incident happened.
Yeah, but so explain to our viewers and anyone who might not be from here what that is.
The Pascagoula abduction incident is one of the most famous abduction incident cases that in the UFO community. And let me look up the year it was. I think it was 72. Pascagoula abduction. Yeah, 1973 it happened. And I remember asking my dad about it the first time I heard about it when I was a kid. He said he saw the lights at the
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah, you talked to my mom about this too, didn't
yeah.
you?
Well, I was going to do a podcast based on supernatural stuff in the South, and that was going to be my inaugural episode, but I couldn't. And I was actually going to I was trying to interview Charles Hickson, who wrote books about it. He was one of the abductees, but he never got back with me. And that was going to be my first episode. But if you just Google Pascagoula abduction, like all kind of stuff comes up about it. There's a lot of books written about it too.
Okay. So I mean, when it comes to supernatural stuff on the coast, like I think it's well documented that I'm a very big believer in ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So like ghosts, check mark. All right. If someone says they seen a ghost, I'll believe it. Shadow people, sure, maybe.
Aren't
Could be
shadow
some type
people
of ghost.
just ghosts?
Right. It's some kind of apparition. Werewolves, you're out of your fucking mind.
Well, a lot of people in the Reddit page here are talking about Dogman, which I never heard of, so I looked it up. Dogman is a cryptid, which is an animal or non-animal that has been claimed to exist but never officially documented. Let's see, size, just basically just a werewolf. Dogmen
Yeah.
have been encountered and sighted all over North America and around the globe. Although they look like the werewolves of lore and movies, they are not werewolves. They are believed to be a species with both human and canine attributes, which means somebody got it on with a dog a long time
Oh,
ago.
okay. That in South Mississippi, I do believe.
Yeah, that I believe. They have also been reported by eyewitnesses to be very muscular and as tall as 10 feet in height when standing bipedally. They have human-like form from the shoulders down to the knees. They do not have front paws, but instead have elongated hands like humans, but with long fingers. And there are sharp claws at the fingertips.
It sounds like a Wendigo.
It does, kind of. Yeah, because there's a Wendigo, there's Yeti, and there's Bigfoot.
Yeah. What do you think about the Wendigo curse of like if you so anyone who doesn't know, like Wendigo supposedly come from eating another person's flesh, but also in a so if you commit cannibalism on ground that's sacred, supposedly you transform into a Wendigo.
I've never heard of this before.
Yeah. So it's like if you just eat a dude, Dahmer style in an
So
apartment
if I
complex.
kill somebody and eat them in a church, I turn into a Wendigo.
Yeah. Right. Or like some kind of like Indian burial ground or some kind of sacred land.
There's a lot of those around here.
Right. There's tons of that around here. So Wendigo, maybe I could believe, but straight up werewolves, dude, no.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on the dogmen thing here. This seems a little out of not very.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I mean, I believe in sacred ground and ghosts, and yeah, Bigfoot. Sure, I can wrap my head around, but
What do you think? Have you heard of the people in the Bigfoot community believe that Bigfoot is they were put here by aliens because they were an attempt to communicate with us long ago, and they were left here by aliens.
I think that's the most ridiculous explanation for Bigfoot I've ever heard in my entire life, Jason.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that.
I mean, there's so much evolution going on between so many different mammals. Like, surely the Bigfoot is just the missing link of some kind of something.
Yeah. I mean, do you believe that cryptids are real? Because the thing is, I mean, the Earth is so huge that there's still got to be
Mhm.
animals that we have yet to discover. I mean, we're still discovering new animals and insects and things every day. We're still discovering new
Yeah,
things.
100%. But I feel like if they do, most of them are going to be at the bottom of the ocean. I
Yeah.
feel like there's a lot of scary shit down there that we just can't see.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like 90% or what, 80% of the Earth's surface.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What if Bigfoot is a thing? What if they are leftover Neanderthals that retreated into the woods and evade are able to evade our uh, any type of way to capture them or anything?
No, I can buy that, but I just feel like, with all the technology we have today, there would be at least like some kind of clear shot of of seeing that animal. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like
I mean,
all drone footage, dude. Like,
yeah,
I
but think of
mean,
the
satellite
millions.
footage.
Think of the millions of square miles. Well, maybe not millions, but hundreds of thousands of square miles that are uninhabited in America. People don't. The thing is, America is not that populated. Most of America's population is along the coastlines and like the Rocky Mountain areas and like the Midwest. There's so much like emptiness
Right.
that people haven't even just like been to.
Right. But also, like, if you don't think the American government's surveilling every single square mile of that 24 hours a day, then you're out of your mind. Because
So
100% everything has a satellite camera on it.
yeah, but even still, you got to be like looking for something to see it. I mean, how? I mean, even if we have satellites looking at every square inch of America, I mean, how are you going to pinpoint one Bigfoot in like the middle of the
True.
woods?
I'm just curious, like, where they would live. You know what I mean? Like what's
Caves,
their
underground caves, or regular caves, or like in trees.
okay? Because I mean, I worked with a homeless guy for a while who lived in the woods. Like, I think he could possibly be a Bigfoot. There was something off about him. He wasn't entirely human. Like, there's no way, because he looked like in between human and ape, kind of.
maybe,
Yeah,
maybe he was like the weird Bigfoot that like was a little bit smarter than the other ones and could actually like blend in with humans.
maybe. Yeah, I mean, could be. I mean, that's just some bad evolution though, because he only had one tooth.
Okay.
Yeah, like one tooth, weird tooth that would like it's hanging out of his mouth. So like when he closes his lips, the tooth is out of his mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, and then like a unibrow, like the whole 9 yards. He got fired for saying the N word, by the way.
Oh, of course he did.
I'm not making any of this up. This all literally happened.
Well, here's one I was looking at too. We are very close to Louisiana, and one of the cryptids is the Honey Island swamp monster.
Honey Island Swamp Monster. That is actually what they had called me in high school.
Yeah, that was my
Believe it or not.
wrestling name in high school.
Yeah.
It
Honey
is.
Island Swamp Ass Monster.
It is a 7 foot tall, 400 pound, stinky, gray haired beast first spotted by two hunters in Louisiana's Honey Island swamp in 1963. Casts of its footprints have shown it to have four toes, one off to the side, and three thin webbed toes on the front of the foot. Sounds like a cousin of mine. Some say it's the product of mating between the escaped circus chimpanzees and alligators.
Yeah, but I mean, in Louisiana, you can see that if you just go to a gas station.
Yeah, you just go
Like,
walk.
that's Bubba. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a dude.
Stop off
That's
at
just
one of those roadside casinos. You'll see one.
yeah, that's just a person from Louisiana, dude. Like people from Louisiana are at least 30% Gator. Like every single one of them.
Yeah. Looking at some other things here. Where's? Oh, this is Ohio. This is nowhere near us. Let's see. What is the Pope Lick monster? is a half goat, half man
Pope.
creature that lives
He licked the Pope?
under a railroad trestle bridge in Louisville, Kentucky. It reportedly uses hypnosis to lure people out onto the bridge and to their deaths.
And everyone just knows where the Pope lick is.
I mean, if they know where he lives, why don't they just go take a picture of him?
Well, maybe he's hypnotized them to not. You know what I mean?
Okay, so here's another one, another Louisiana legend that I thought it could possibly be. The Rougarou. It has, the Cajun legend has it that the swamps and bayous of Louisiana are haunted by the Rougarou, a werewolf-like creature that apparently hunts two types of prey. Catholics who don't observe Lent and naughty kids. Unlike, there's a lot to unpack there. Unlike werewolf legends, however, you don't need to be bitten by a Rougarou to become a Rougarou. According to Jonathan Foray, executive director of South Louisiana Wetlands Discovery Center, one of the ways that you could become a Rougarou is if you did not observe Lent for 7 years in a row, and you could become one if someone curses you. But if you're a bad kid, make no mistake, Rougarou wants to eat you. To protect yourself from the Rougarou, you need to place 13 objects like pennies or rocks on your threshold or windowsill. It supposedly works because Rougarou can only count to 12.
Wait, why do they have to stop and count it? That's a rule with like fairies, isn't it? Vampires?
I don't know. This is so
Rougarous can only count
random.
To 12. That's the name of the episode, by the way. Rougarous can only count to 12.
Let's see.
What?
Rougarous can only count.
But that's how you know it's fucking made up, dude. Like that's how, like, first of all, anything where it's like, oh, if you're not good, this will come get you. Like, that's how I know that, like, most everything in the Bible's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, yeah, if you're going to go to this place that's all fire and brimstone. Dude, that's all made up. It's fucking, this is the most made up thing I've ever heard. Like, oh, if you're a bad Catholic or a bad kid, the Rougarou's going to come kill you and it can only count to 12. That sounds like my uncle, dude.
Yeah.
I think the Rougarou is my uncle.
But that's so random. Like, why is he going after Catholics who don't observe Lent?
Yeah, why does he give a fuck?
Yeah, why does
the
he give a
Rougarou
shit?
care?
Is he Catholic? Is the Rougarou is he a cardinal at one of the churches? Like, I don't get it.
Well, and if you become a Rougarou for not observing Lent for 7 years, then once you become a Rougarou, shouldn't you just like applaud people for not observing Lent? Because that's what you did.
Yeah, exactly. It's so weird. Dude, we have a bat squatch here. Let me see what this is.
A bat squatch.
It is a flying cryptid.
Batman villain.
A flying cryptid. It's basically man-bat is what it is. It's a flying cryptid that was allegedly seen near Mount St. Helens in the 1980s. It resembles a flying primate similar to the ahul or the orangbati of Southeast Asia, and the name is portmanteau derived from the words bat and Sasquatch. It is said to have yellow eyes, a dog-like muzzle, blue fur, sharp teeth, bird-like feet, and leathery bat-like wings that span up to 50 feet. Holy shit! Bat Squatch is said to be 9 feet tall and has the ability to affect car engines. What is he like? Is he like taking your? Is he like cutting your brake lines while you're overnight?
I don't know. Maybe if you're good, Bat Squatch will come fucking change your oil while you're asleep.
Hey, you hear that, kids?
Really good with cars.
Leave out milk and cookies on Christmas, and Bat Squatch will fix your. It'll like give you an oil change.
It'll turn your check engine light off while you're sleeping.
So that's how they turn off the check engine light. That's cool.
It's Bat Squatch. What I don't get about these is like it gives at least 2 animals of what it's like.
Yeah.
And no one's just like, well, maybe it was one of those that looked weird.
and it's never like two species that are close to one another. Like I get like the chupacabra because it could be like two different kind of dog species that like they think it might be like a cross between like some kind of dog and some kind of like wolf or something like that. And I get that and it's got like a weird genetic defect. I get that. But some of these are so weird, like a cross between a circus monkey and an alligator. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Or like the jackalope, a cross between a deer and a rabbit.
Yeah. Okay, here a dogigator. Let's see what this thing is.
Well, I know what it is. Just the question is like, is it gonna do my roof? You know what I mean?
It is a river cryptid that has the appearance of the hybrid of an alligator and a dog. It can be seen in the Abita Mystery House and also the Anita Mystery House, which has a variety of cryptids.
What?
Okay, that's
So
weird.
someone just has this on display?
Yeah, I guess it's the Abita Mystery House. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. Oh, there's also a Coonigator, too. I guess you can guess what that is.
Indicator.
All right, let's see. Why do they have dwarves listed under cryptids? Dwarves are real people.
That's offensive, actually.
What
I saw a cryptid.
People have dwarfism. It's a thing.
Yeah, I saw a cryptid in the grocery store the other day. I took a picture of him. Like, that's adorable.
The etymology of the word dwarf is contested, and scholars have proposed varying theories about the origins of the being. Okay. All right, we're gonna skip that because I don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Wee Man.
All right, we got giant bats, giant bush baby, giant catfish.
No. Don't comb over giant bush baby.
All right, let's see what the giant bush baby is. This is basically just a what do you call those? It is an unknown primate of Central and West Africa. It is a large galago, also known as a bush baby, the size of a cat with pale gray fur. And it looks like those little, those things with like the ring eyes, those cute little like monkey-like creatures. That's basically what it is, just with gray hair.
Yeah, I'm sure that half of this shit is just like one of those things that looks weird. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that look weird. Like, it's just a fucking animal that we know that looks weird. And he made shit up about it, that it like fixes car engines and shit.
All right, we got merman. We got the Mongolian death worm.
I think I got that from a bad Chinese buffet.
Yeah, I think I did too. Here we go, Owlman. Let's see what Owlman is. The name given to a large owl-like humanoid entity, noticeably similar to the Mothman. It lives in Cornwall, England. Oh, I live off Cornwall Road.
Oh, maybe he got confused.
Maybe he got lost. His GPS took him way out of the way, and has been sighted several times. The first sighting took place in 1976 in the village of Mawnan. The Owlman is sometimes seen as the English counterpart of the Mothman due to the similarities between the Mothman and Owlman.
Dude, all this sounds like a really bad comic book that didn't get published.
Yeah, I think that's what these are. All right, let's look here. We got the Rat Man of Southend. We got the Rhinoceros Dolphin. Let's see what that is. The Rhinoceros Dolphin is an unrecognized species of dolphin said to have 2 dorsal fins. Well, that's not so weird. I mean, it could just be a deformed dolphin.
Defect,
yeah.
There's a fucking guy from my town named Flounder because he has 2 eyes on the same side of his head.
Okay, here's something. I think I know that guy. We used to have a guy that walked around Biloxi all the time when I lived over there, and we called him Flounder because his eyes were offset.
Maybe. I mean, he literally has. It's literally like there's an eye like close to his ear.
Is he an old man? Like really old?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's probably the same guy.
Yeah, dude, is probably Flounder.
Let's see. Here we go. Skunk ape. I always wanted to see what the skunk. I've always heard people talk about the skunk ape.
Yeah, I've heard of skunk ape.
Or Miyaka ape is a bipedal humanoid, possibly a Bigfoot, reported in the southeastern United States, including Texas, Georgia, and Louisiana, but most notably in the Florida Everglades. Possible it could be here. It has black fur and glowing red eyes, unusual for most primates because most primates lack a tapetum lucidum, a layer of tissue behind the retina that reflects light. Its most obvious character is its terrible odor, which gives its name.
Ooh. Ooh, have you been smelling anything bad outside?
No, not really. I mean, other than me,
Are you a skunk ape?
I'm a skunk ape. All right, let's do a few more of these, and then we'll call it a night. Let's see. Do you want to hear about the? A lot of these I don't know. All right, we have vampires. We have unicorns. We have the Wendigo. The wood booger.
Oh, we gotta talk about the wood booger. The wood booger bills you a shed if you observe Went 3 years in a row.
The wood booger is a Bigfoot-like creature said to roam the forests of southwest Virginia. The name wood booger was given to the creature because it was often rumored to carry off young children like the boogeyman. Well, that's disappointing. I thought it was going to say something like it was known for leaving boogers on people's car windshields.
Yeah, it's like someone just made up the whole story about a wood booger because they found a booger on their couch or something. It's like,
yeah,
that's the wood booger.
It comes in your house and leaves boogers on your face while you're sleeping. And that's pretty much it. That's it for that. That's kind of disappointing. And then we have let's just pick one here. Let's say the Zentagaba. Let's see what or Zantagiba, whatever it is. He with big paws is a creature from the Bambara people's folklore from Mali. It is described as a demonic baboon-like creature and is known to rape women. Jesus.
What?
The story of this creature became an annual festival. One person dresses up as Zantagiba using sticks for forearms to walk on. Then he chases women in the crowds who flee from him. What the fuck?
Somebody's just putting on an ape costume and trying to fuck your mom. Insane.
That's messed up, man. What are you doing, people?
Dude, this has got to be just some bad screenplay. It's like, listen, bro, it's a demonic baboon that rapes. Okay,
all right,
it'll sell. Trust me.
So after reading all this stuff, of course, we have the dogmen, we have the Rougarou, we have all these cryptids that we covered tonight. So do we just narrow it down and say that it's a red fox that red fox in the woods that I'm hearing, and he's screaming, coming to join you, honey, Elizabeth, you big dummy.
Yeah, I think it's Red Fox. I think it's literally the man Red Fox, I believe.
Yeah, he's in the woods screaming. That's what happened to Red Fox. He didn't die. He just lives in the woods of Ocean Springs, Mississippi.
100%. I'm sure he's hanging out with homeless people back there.
You might be right, but I don't know. I'm still. I think I'm far enough away from the village that I wouldn't hear that though.
Well, Jason, we don't know how far it stretches, and we never will because the police are scared to go back there.
I don't know. I guess so. I mean, like I said, my apartment complex butts up right against the Fort Bayou there, and it's like we have the marina, and then of course the bayou, and then across from the bayou is just woods.
Yeah, maybe they,
how would they get over there?
They figured out how to cross the ditch river.
I guess. Well, yeah, you're right.
They probably build rafts.
Maybe.
Probably just floating Walmart buggies.
That's not a bad assessment there. You could be.
Right.
I think my favorite part of this whole thing is Rougarous can only count to 12. Like, that is so random.
Why is that? So, I mean, if you're a person who becomes a Rougarou, wouldn't you still just have all the assets that people have?
You would think. I mean, unless like it's sort of like you said, it's like a Wendigo curse.
Maybe, but
Maybe.
a Catholic. But
Yeah.
if it's a Catholic curse, and that's how I know it's fake because Catholicism's a sham.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Catholicism has all the weird shit too, like this.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that the Pope is like one car accident away from dressing up as a demonic baboon and raping women.
Yeah,
Like, I'm pretty sure.
because
I'm pretty sure Catholicism is just an excuse to fuck little boys.
the Louisiana voodoo is like a mixture of like Catholicism and Haitian voodoo and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, and inbreeding.
see, damn Catholics, like their weird shit that they do is causing cryptids to be real.
Yeah, yeah, but no, it's probably just a fox that's
Yeah,
horny.
I'm thinking it's
It's a
just a
horny.
fox.
It's a horny fox.
But the next time I hear it, I'm gonna go outside in a little while and see if I can hear. If it does, I'm gonna call the police, just so I can have a backup if someone actually hears it, and it's just
Well,
like,
just see
yeah,
if
I
you
heard
can
it.
record it on your phone too.
Yeah, I could do that, but it's so faint that I don't know if my phone would be able to pick it up.
True. I don't know. Just next time it happens, put your hearing aid in and turn it all the way up.
I lost it. I gotta get a new one.
You lost your hearing aid. That is
Yeah,
a
I did.
next level of old, Jason
I know,
Robbins.
because dude, it's so
Misplacing your
tiny. It's
hearing
like
aid.
it's the little thing that goes in your ear. Like I can't keep up with shit like that.
Oh, buddy. How are you gonna hear Tucker Carlson tonight? Bud?
What?
How are you gonna be able to hear him?
I think Tucker Carlson is a cryptid. I think he goes around uh,
I
counting to
think
12.
I think Tucker Carlson needs to show me his eyelids before I think he's a fucking lizard.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
If anyone has pictures of Tucker Carlson's eyelids, please send them to me.
I never thought about. I didn't know what's with the eyelids. Like I don't.
Oh,
I've
so
never.
it's
I've only ever seen like clips of him. So
so supposedly if you're a lizard person, you don't have people eyelids, you have the sideways lizard eyelids.
yeah.
So
Is there video of this?
no, I'm just saying that like I need to see Tucker Carlson's eyelids.
Okay. Well, if you're out there and you're listening and someone has a line on Tucker Carlson, bring him, tell him we need to get him on the show so we can prove he's not a lizard person.
Yeah, just you know what? I'm gonna Google Tucker Carlson eyelids real quick.
That would have been a good show title too, but I like
Tucker
Rougarous.
Carlson eyelids.
Yeah.
Uh, nope, don't see any eyelids. He's a lizard.
All right, he's a lizard man. He's a cryptid. See?
He is a cryptid.
And we got the Illuminati, which is they're all made of Bigfoots and Rougarous.
Yeah. And which makes sense because I don't think that there are a lot of elected officials who can count to 12.
That's true. Very true. But
But
yeah, I think we're running out of steam here. I think it's time for
yeah,
us to
I think we're ready to go.
call it a night. Anything you want to throw out there before we leave this evening? I know we got some guests coming up. It's a slow time of the year for guests, so we're doing a lot of hostful goodness episodes.
Yeah, we have some guests scheduled this month, so they're all on the website. So if you guys just go to www.openmicers.com, you can see who all of our guests coming up are. Not sure what we're gonna do for bonus content yet this month, but we're not gonna do anything too crazy. We're just gonna put out a couple of extra episodes for you guys since it's December. You know, we're planning Christmas shit and we're busy, so we're just gonna give you guys a couple of extra little content thingies.
Yeah, that'll be coming up in another week or two. We'll have some extra content out for you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us and listening to me talk about cryptids because I didn't know what to think. It was a weird thing. It's weird to go outside and hear somebody yelling. It's not what you expect to hear when you go outside. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, depending on where you live, you're lucky you didn't hear gunshots.
Yeah, no shit. Well, that would be you in Van Cleve. So, and that's just them going outside and shooting into the air because that's what they do.
Yeah. Right. That's just a nightly ritual. It's like, oh, I gotta fire 3 shots in the air for good luck.
I gotta go to bed. Where's my shotgun? Gotta go fire off a couple of rounds real quick into the air.
I gotta go fire some shots in the air so maybe the bat squatch will come and give me a new radiator.
But if you're out there and you're listening to this show and you have a theory of what it could be that I'm hearing, please email the show at OpenMicersPodcast@gmail.com and let me know what you think it is I'm hearing out there in the foggy night of the Gulf Coast. So yeah, please let us know. I want to know. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Let me play the music. If you'd like to email us at OpenMicersPodcast@gmail.com. We are at patreon.com/OMPodcast where you can support the show. And that makes a good Christmas present, too. If you know somebody listens to the show and you want to get them a Christmas present, get them a subscription to our Patreon where we get extra episodes every single month. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Jacobs can only count to 10.
All right, that's an episode. All right, thank you guys for watching on Twitch, and everybody's going to watch on YouTube. We will see you guys